Ice-T wound up making an argument in favor of gun rights. Now, the conservatives obviously also in favor of gun rights. In fact, they often make the same point that Ice-T made about tyranny. Hey, you got to protect yourself from the government, right? So you would think that Rush Limbaugh would agree with him. Well, that's not really how it went down. Now, I don't know if he's agreeing with him in any way, shape, or form here, but no matter what, the way that he says it and characterizes Ice-T is dripping with racism and condescension. God, it's awful. Watch.
So do you carry guns routinely? You have a gun at home, Mr. Ice?
Yeah, it's legal in the United States. It's part of our Constitution. You know, the right to bear arms is because that's the last form of defense against tyranny, not to hunt. It's to protect yourself from the police. The United States is based on guns, you know?
So here you have this sophisticate from the UK's Eyeball News Channel 4. And here's Ice-T saying the only reason we got guns in America is to protect yourself from the police. Well, I mean, we're told, hey, it's cultural. We got to understand it from the cultural standpoint. That's where Mr. T's coming from. Now, he did. He knew the word tyranny. He knew the word tyranny. And he knows that tyranny comes from government representatives. Double impressive.
How could he make that any worse? Does this black rapper know the word tyranny? It's so funny because he's talking to a sophisticate. This black guy talking to a sophisticate, and then he knows the word tyranny. I suppose we're supposed to respect this culture. But wait a minute, did Ice-T speak in any way, shape, or form that made you think, hey, you know what, perhaps he's got trouble with grammar, etc., as a lot of musicians do, black and white, right? Or it's not that they have trouble with grammar, it's just simply that's how the music goes, right? No, he was perfectly eloquent, but it doesn't matter, because he's Ice-T, he's a rapper, he's black. I'm supposed to respect his culture. And look, when Republicans and conservatives say they are in favor of the Second Amendment because it protects them against tyranny, then Rush Limbaugh loves it. Yeah, that's right. The federal government, the government is bad. The big government, it protects us. Conservative talk show hosts like G. Gordon Liddy said, you know, you should shoot jackbooted thugs from the federal government if they come to your land and your property, right? So that's a great thing. But when it's Ice-T, it's about the cops. Well, you know how they are. You know, the blacks hate cops. And so Rush Limbaugh's not on that side. But he gets a big kick out of the fact that Ice-T used the word tyranny when obviously he's stupid because he's a black rapper. Come on. So that didn't sit well with Ice-T. He tweeted out, Rush Limbaugh said he was impressed I knew the word tyranny. He's a racist piece of shit. So how's that for clear? And I got to be honest. Well, first of all, obviously I'm on Ice-T's side. But the honest part is, I think he nailed it. Okay, it's not that we disagree with Rush Limbaugh's politics in this. In fact, Ice-T's politics line up in this issue with Rush Limbaugh's politics. I disagree with both of them on the policy issue. It's just that Rush Limbaugh, racist. He does it every time. I guess for Rush's followers, last thing on this, Rush's followers, unless he calls Ice-T the N-word, even then I think they would probably excuse it. They say he's joking or whatever, right? But like, how do you watch that and not see it dripping with context? Like, come on. Really? Like, you look at it and you go, oh, no. That's no big deal, and it had no racial component at all. I keep thinking, like, how could the Rush Limbaugh audience not hear what he's saying about Ice-T and see that it's racist, right? But what I'm missing is that the Rush Limbaugh audience is listening so that they can hear that. It's not that they're missing it, it's that they're looking forward to it. Because I can't get it through my head that people see issues literally in white versus black. And that there's still people that live among us, and a lot of them, and some of them are older, not all of them are older, but that think like, oh, those are the people that drove me out of Englewood. I don't like those guys. Those are the guys who got this or that. It's us versus them. And so that's why Rush is successful, because there's a significant contingent of Americans who still think that way. And when he says that stuff about Ice-T, they crack up. They think it's hilarious. A black guy knows the word tyranny. He says stitch. That's crazy.